Surprisingly, this wasn't bad. Well, let me rephrase that.
Please.
Out of all of the Drake albums, this one had the most songs that I liked. Out of any Drake album I've listened to, I was legit like, oh wow, this ain't bad. But then there were some songs.
Dead End Hip Hop album review. Drake for all the dogs. Talk shit. You talk that shit.
That was Ken.
That was
Always
Ken.
blaming me for
He was
shit.
waiting. Ken was waiting on
Myke
that.
was gonna do it if he ain't do it. Though.
Who's gonna do it?
Like, God damn,
He looked at me like,
he gonna say I didn't do
Mike
it.
growled.
So talking about all the dogs, I got one of our dogs right next to me, to my left, Nikki Duce.
you ain't like that shit.
Look, Nikki
I
Duce.
appreciate it though. That's you know what I'm saying.
Nikki Duce. And then to his left, we got Modest.
Man, don't call me out. I don't even want to be on camera right now.
Modest. Then we got Beezy 430 to the far.
What up, though? What
If
up,
you
though?
come back around, we got C-Town. And then we got the old man, Kenneth B. Inns. If you're here watching the Drake review, you know that we've done damn near every Drake project that has come out. Damn near every one. You don't believe me? Go onto our page, you know what I'm saying? Look at all of the videos, or just search for DEHH Drake, and all of them shits is gonna pop up. I'm gonna start with you, Duce. How did you feel about this joint?
The previous Drake projects, I wasn't a big fan of.
So like Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah, like even the Her Loss joint,
Even
it
Her
just,
Loss.
felt like some throwaway stuff. Yeah, it's not like it was bad. It was just it wasn't inspiring. But this one was pretty good actually. I was listening to it all the way up until coming into here for the review. There's a few songs that I don't like. I could care less about, but for the most part, I liked it.
I mean, y'all know how I am with Drake, man. Like, definitely on first listens, I hardly ever like a Drake album on first listen. It takes a minute for I'm like, okay, I get what he's doing here, and I can deal with it. You know, I'm a Drake fan, so the same thing here. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not one of his better projects in my opinion, but kind of like Nick, I do find a few things on here that I can actually enjoy. I don't know how I feel about myself for enjoying him, like some of the stuff he's saying on this album, but you know, yeah, it's entertainment, I guess.
Gotcha.
But yeah, nah, it's cool. It's cool.
Beezy.
It definitely didn't think so at first, but it's cool.
I mean, just like majority of Drake projects, I know I'm gonna get at least about 3 or 4 songs that I like, but the rest of the album, I'm gonna be like, it's whatever.
Got you. C-Town.
Surprisingly, this wasn't bad. Well, let me rephrase that.
Please.
Out of all of the Drake albums, this one had the most songs that I liked. Out of any Drake album I've listened to, I was legit like, oh wow, this ain't bad. But then there were some songs that I was like, bro, this is abysmal.
Yeah.
Got you.
But I think, yeah, that's all. I'll say
Got
for
you.
now.
What about you, Ken?
Forgettable. Extremely and unnecessarily long.
Yes.
And and I know apparently it's supposed to be some type of concept. There were a couple of songs on here that I do like. It's not like I dislike the whole thing. And there were moments where I felt like he was doing the whole So Far Gone thing. You know, he had a Screw song on here. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I think Screw the World, the interlude.
So overall, did you like it or did you dislike it?
No, I wasn't that big of a fan.
On initial listen, I didn't like this. I felt like this. I felt like I knew what I was getting myself into after the intro. And it literally set the tone for everything else. And like I said previously, right? Like when he had that verse on Travis Scott joint, and we was all damn, you know what I'm saying? We were kind of excited.
The most recent Travis Scott? Okay.
And then going into this and the album title for All the Dogs, I'm like, okay, shit, you know what I'm saying? Here I come a little hard. This was not.
He didn't come hard.
I was gonna say I wasn't trying to say nothing.
What?
B, I was gonna let him cook.
Just ask the questions. Y'all stop being dirty.
But you know how I do. I be having the double entendres if that's how you,
Jesus,
if that's how you
man,
take it.
grow up.
But you know what this album did for me? It just gave me clarity.
On what?
It gave me clarity on I'm never gonna get what I really want from Drake. Like the
Him and
majority.
Come Hard. Last one. I
Like
promise.
when I looked at hip hop numbers is one of those social media accounts that breaks down like lyrics and what's the subject matter, what percent. Like when they had the joint with Jay-Z and Exhibit C.
Jay Electronica.
Jay Electronica, right? Like it really said that Jay had more rapping verses on that. So when I looked at this, 64% of this he was talking about women. So for me, the sing song,
I thought that was kind of like his
You
MO.
surprised by that?
Every single album. It's like you're surprised that Benny the Butcher talking about drugs.
Or Pusha T.
He got a song called BBL Love, my nigga. Like,
Not with the album title For All the Dogs. That's not what I expected.
I thought
from
that
this.
at first, and I was expecting something like how we heard on the Travis Scott thing. I was like, oh yeah, I thought he was just gonna have these, hard bars and all this. Like, but then, like I said, after listening to it, I was like, well, it's still that. It still absolutely is for that because of the content. This is definitely a shot at women and the ups and downs and relationships and all. So it's for all his dogs, like the people that go through, certain things in relationships. I feel like that was the theme of the album.
Again, it was just like I said. It just gave me clarity in terms of what I want from Drake. Like I'm not gonna get that
Because it's not for women. I mean, they're gonna like it. Women are gonna like it, but it's not for them. It's not.
yeah, the perspective is not.
It's not for them.
catered.
Of course
It's not catered toward them.
Of course,
but I do
it's his
agree.
perspective.
I do agree with you. The one thing I was surprised about this album, like the intro was trash to me. It was.
especially in comparison to a lot of his.
Yeah, a lot of his previous records, even the Certified Lover Boy song album came out.
The intro was hard.
Intro was better than this, but
How do you feel about it being called Virginia Beach? Do you think that is a shot to Pusha T's wife because her name is Virginia? And then also he had another line, I can't remember in the name of the song, where he says something about chilling in Virginia or in Virginia I chill or something like that. I can't remember.
He's
but
talking about Fear Heights. He had some Pusha T bars on
Yes.
that one. I don't know
Yeah.
what the bars were.
yeah.
But nah, I think the Virginia Beach, I don't know what his deal is with Virginia Beach, but it didn't sound like there were any Pusha T bars on there.
He had a show there before. I know that. I did read up on that. Like he had a show there with Wayne, and I want to say he had a relationship there, or something like that. So full circle moment or something. Yeah, had something to do with that.
how did y'all feel about the shots he was taking as far as the people that he was dissing on this album?
It just seems kind of lame. Like, did they ever date? Actually,
They probably dated in the background, not officially.
But it's
No,
how long has it been? So it's
It's
just
been
like,
some
why
years.
are we doing this? And I'm saying this as someone that's not typically a Drake fan, but thought that he was really rapping on this. I expected this to be trash because of the Joe Budden stuff, because of all the stuff I was seeing on Twitter.
Oh, you saw that
So-
before you listened to it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I walked in with really low expectations. And when it started with Virginia Beach, I was like, okay, this song isn't great, but it has some cool bars. It's on site like www. I thought that was a fine bar.
Like that?
Yeah. Hold
bar.
on, Mike, because he has some bars in here. I'm like, I like these bars, but every time I repeat shit on here, you be like, bro, that'd be some weak shit. You be
Ooh, 'cause
like,
you be picking the shittiest bars on albums.
What
typically.
about
That
you
www.
stay 40 miles away, that sets drive you crazy? You like that?
That's fine.
for a Drake bar? Okay, y'all are comparing Drake to like fucking Royce or something.
I'm
He's
just
not-
asking.
No, I ain't comparing.
I'm talking about these guys. I don't think it's that deep. Like, I do think that
I compare Drake to Drake.
and that's what you should do. So those bars are not like crazy out of the world
He's
for
been
Drake.
better than that, bro.
Exactly. So like songs like Tuscan Letter, a big commercial song 0 to 100. Like Drake has shown his lyrical ability that is not on the level of Eminem, Royce, Benny the Butcher. None of these guys, Black Thought. Like he's not on that level in terms of lyricism. But Drake has set the bar higher than a lot of what he put on.
Sure. He's not the most amazing lyricist in the world. All I'm saying is I don't walk into a Drake album expecting my mind to be blown literally and lyrically.
Nah.
So when I hear this, I'm like, okay, this sounds like Drake. There were a couple bars where I was like, ugh, that's terrible. But there were other bars where I was like, okay, that's not that bad. And I think he sounded good on some of these beats. When it got to Amen, the second song, I was like, okay, this sounds
that's a good record.
better.
That's a good record.
Calling for You, I didn't really care for. But Fear Heights, Y'all can't tell me Fear
Really?
Heist wasn't good.
Why didn't you like the one with 21?
I don't
I
think
like
either
that
one of them really showed up to rap.
It had a lot of
That abortion line by 21 was crazy. I like that.
I
one.
didn't. I thought that song was pretty lackluster. But I think on this, I think he had a run from Fear Heights to Daylight to First Person Shooter. I was like, wow, I think I'm about to like a Drake album. But then it got to IDGAF, and I was like,
I don't give a fuck.
but. I know what it stands for, my brother.
He had a light job.
Yeah,
But, I mean,
Yeah,
for-
thank you. He did not run.
okay, fine.
He said a light jog.
For me, that's a run.
Yes, sir.
I cannot tell you any Drake album that I put on where there's been 3 songs in a row where I was like, wow, this is dope.
He was rapping on this, which is why I'm surprised you didn't feel that way, because I feel like he did at least better than his last 2 projects. He rapped better.
He had a couple joints, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really liked him on Calling For You, Fear Heights. I did like him on Daylight. First Person Shooter, to me, J. Cole was the highlight of this entire thing.
He wasn't going out. Yeah, he wasn't going out rapping.
J. Cole was, but here's the you know what I think fucked that song up for me was that beat switch.
Ooh,
like, toward
you
the end.
tripping.
I did not like
He
that.
had to though. He had
That beat switch was nice.
He had to.
Drake switched his flow up. It was good.
He had to switch the beat up because coming off of that Cole
Hey,
verse,
I
he
feel
was like, "Hold on,
you.
nigga, we
I
need a
know,
whole new
yeah.
song."
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
actually
the beat
pretty
switch
well
was
done.
dope. I mean, I agree with you. He had to do it though.
I like the beat.
J.
I
Cole
didn't
fucking
like-
murdered that bitch.
I didn't like Drake.
I don't think Drake sounded bad.
I don't
on
think
that.
so either.
I don't think he sounded bad on that.
And-
Like,
and-
I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
think
think-
Drake sounded bad on that. I mean,
I think this is where I had to come like a few albums ago, where I think where you are now. You got to give up that what you gonna expect from
No, no,
Drake, what you want from Drake shit. He gonna give you what
100%.
yeah.
No, 100%.
He ain't gonna give you that.
I'm
What
cool
do you
with
want?
that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask him too.
I've been
Like,
said that, bro.
Oh damn! All
I'm
right.
just saying. Like,
well, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
What do you want from Drake?
I said at the beginning.
Besides,
He asking you, I'll let it go.
all I remember is you wanted him to come hard. All I know is you could have come hard. That's all I remember.
Alright, bro.
Okay,
Hey, yo.
Let's be real. When is the last time Drake gave you what you want from Drake? This whole
Nothing was the
rapping hard
same?
thing.
It sounded
When was the last time
You
he
like
did this?
views?
Yeah, I like views for different reasons.
So that was him rapping hard?
no, it wasn't.
Okay, so stop listening to Rod.
No,
When
no,
was the
I know.
last time?
But he liked
You
it.
said nothing was the
That's
same.
not what I asked, though. That's not what I asked. When is the last
Yeah, nothing
time?
was the same.
Nothing was the same. Now, how long ago was that?
I think it's 2014. I
Let me tell
think.
you.
So why are we 10
13.
years later?
13.
13.
20,
so
10
10 years later, you're still waiting for him to redo that. That sounds like your fault, not Drake's.
I don't, what I'm saying is like listening to this project, right? Like I don't feel like Drake is catering to his core fans. Drake is, and I'm cool with the growth to a degree with the sound, right? Like going to a younger sound, but then the content just isn't there. And then this album, again, like I said, it gave me a lot of clarity. I'm starting to feel like Ken. Because we know that Drake is arguably the most popular person in hip hop. We know that he's gonna move numbers even if he puts out a trash project just because he is who he is. But where's the hit on this? You know what I'm saying? Even though we didn't like, some of the newer albums, but like even Scorpion, he arguably has his biggest hit song with Nice for What. You know what I'm saying? Like he still had hits on that.
He got a hit on here.
What?
The J. Cole joint. That's about to be
Not
number
a hit.
one.
That's not a hit. That's not gonna be put in on radio. bro.
It's about to be number one on the charts.
Is
That's
it really?
J. Cole's song, bro.
It is.
It's gonna be J. Cole's arguably his first number one hit.
Regardless, you started off by saying he didn't give you what you want, which was him rapping hard. But now you're changing it to he didn't give you hits.
No.
What do you want with Drake in 2023?
I've already said.
But you changed it.
No. What I'm saying is that what I personally want is for him to give me like that hard album. The last one that I liked that was in that mode was Nothing Was the Same.
That's what I'm saying. So this is 10 years later.
I understand. That's what I want. But
Right.
also for Drake in his history, he has hits. Right?
Sure. So it's a separate issue.
Yeah, separate issue.
Gotcha.
So and this is what's giving me clarity about what Ken has been saying for the last couple of years in regards to Drake. Even the hits aren't there no more. So even on a bad album, he would have 2 or 3 joints. It's like, well, shit, nigga, that's undeniable. That's just gonna keep going.
You don't think
like Drake can drop some shit in December and it'll go through fucking August.
Right.
There's nothing on here like that.
you don't think Rich Baby Daddy gonna be a hit?
Nah.
There's
nothing
hey,
on
B,
it.
I know Rich
There's
Baby
nothing-
Daddy.
I don't think
That's
Sexy
you
Red.
rocking in
I
that
don't think Sexy
motherfucker.
Red gonna push it,
Hey,
bro.
Sexy.
You ain't trying to shake your ass for Drake.
You ain't trying to let that coochie breathe.
For real. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Miss Pound Town, bro.
Got a stuck up coochie.
Yeah, Miss Pound Town she ain't gonna know.
There's nothing on here that is going to keep Drake on the radio waves like previous projects have.
I disagree.
Okay, so but even outside of that, you didn't find a good handful of joints where you're like,
I didn't
I'm
say that.
asking.
Okay,
It's
I
a
didn't say
question
that.
mark, not
No,
an exclamation.
There are joints in here that I like. There are joints on here that I like. I didn't say that.
That was a nice
Yeah.
transition, but you fucked it up.
Okay.
Just like that.
But so you think by Drake's standard this album is mid?
Super mid.
Super mid. Wow.
Yeah, super mid.
This is the first one where I was actually like, damn, this ain't bad.
Yeah, this is really
There's
not
some
that
boring
bad.
ass songs on here.
I mean, it's 24
but-
tracks. You ain't gonna get all of them
Right.
right.
It's too many.
What did you
Yeah,
say?
man.
This is offensively long. Yeah, this is offensively.
I didn't say that about this one.
No, I know.
But it is long though.
Yeah.
It ran very long.
Right.
Like I was just like, man, and it seemed like it's been a thing because it's that one before the one with the babies on the cover. That one was long, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that seemed like this is what he on. Well, it seemed like what a lot of the big artists are on right now.
Yeah.
Like because Lil Uzi Vert was long.
Streaming,
Travis
yeah.
Scott joint was long.
It's a strategic thing
Yeah.
for streaming services. The longer
Yeah.
they stream, the more albums they sell.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think for the listener it's a good business move, personally. And obviously that's just a personal thing. Having something that long is just not,
But he got at least, I would say, 8 to 10, 8 to 12, arguably, tracks on here out of 24. Most artists, you give them 24 chances, they not doing that.
And my
That's
daughter,
probably- oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick, and my daughter really likes the Bad Bunny joint, Gently. She loves that.
So
Did you like that, Feefo?
I do, but I didn't like Drake on it. So I felt like it was a Bad Bunny song that he was like, oh yeah, Drake, you can have it, do whatever you want to do on it. But it sounded more like a Bad Bunny song than Drake.
I'm just saying, but like she's like high school, you know what I'm saying? And she likes that song, so yeah.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like we talked about views to a degree. The reason why I like that, and I remember a comment that you made in that review was like, the fake
Jafakin.
yeah, shit. In Toronto, like I said back then, the Caribbean is a big, thing. So I understood it, and I liked that direction. I like when Drake makes that type of music.
I know you're about to say.
What? But yeah,
His fake Spanish.
he's done it
accent.
before.
Has he?
Yeah, he's done it before on
I forgot what song it was. He did it.
Bro.
Yeah. He's done it with Bad Bunny before, and it's hard.
okay.
It's called Mia. And he rapped in Spanish, and that was dope. I didn't like him on this one.
I didn't mind the Bad Bunny stuff because
Yes.
I don't know anything about him. That's my literally first time hearing him. I was like, okay, this is the guy that Feefo likes. I get it. I thought Drake sounded a little weird.
I think
He
that's
did
why it
this,
was
like,
so short.
Spanish thing.
Because it was like Drake just wanted to get in there and get out so he could play it in, when he goes across and seas
Yes.
and do
And
tours.
So
and
he
stuff.
can get that Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
look,
get that
even
Bad
though they
Bunny
worked
bag.
together before.
That was a
They
bad
have.
run. From BBL Love all the way down to Away From Home was a bad run.
Hold on.
But
Trip.
then Polar Opposites was
Was
actually
dope.
okay.
Yes, I liked Polar Opposites.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You
I'm
ain't
telling-
like another late night with Yachty?
No, and this coming from someone who Yachty had to grow on me. I really, really enjoyed his last album a lot. I did not like that song, but I did like his production.
The beat?
Yeah.
The beat is amazing.
Yachty, I didn't know Yachty made such good beats.
Yachty's having a second leg of his career that I'm really interested in. 'Cause
He produced a few songs on
Yeah,
here,
like
they were all good.
He did some stuff on the Her Loss too, which made me think like he probably should have did the collab album with him instead of 21. But I think creatively it would have been interesting.
Don't try to- don't
Because
try to spruce it
Yachty
up.
better than what motherfuckers think.
but
But
he didn't show it on this song.
I thought he did. That's one of my favorite tracks on here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, another
Go ahead and
late
leave
night.
that to Cincinnati.
Hey, that's another late. That shit rock. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. That shit rock.
I do think Yachty is very interesting. I
He
don't
is.
like his flow on this, but he's very talented with production. I think his beats on here, I want to say he did like 3 or 4 songs maybe. And the beats were good. The beats were really good, but I didn't like that song. But yeah, man, I think he made so many joints on here because he's trying to appease different fan bases. That's smart.
Yeah.
It's not great for reviewers.
Going back a little bit to the Bad Bunny thing, like it's good for Drake to make music with him because now number one he's tapping into the Latin artists,
Sure.
and then number two he could bring them out on tour, which is huge.
Oh, that would be a smart
Bring out who? Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny, yeah, because they have multiple songs together, so
Yeah.
it's smart. Drake, I'm not gonna lie, from a strategic standpoint, I think he's A1 with everything that he's done.
Just go get the popular people.
Go get the and look, at the end of the day, that's not an uncommon
Mainstream artists tend to work with
strategy.
other really popular mainstream artists. You guys like the Scissor joint?
Hell no.
Not the slime one. I like the sexy red one, not the slime one.
I like
Yeah.
SZA's part because I just think it just sounded so nasty
Yeah.
and just dirty. I was like, ooh, you just do the dirty thing, girl. I like that part, but I wasn't a big fan of Drake's part.
And that was like a single for the
It
album.
was.
It
And I
was,
think
yeah.
And I
it
think
flopped,
that's
right?
that's why I thought he kicked the can on the album because of that.
Yeah, it flopped.
It flopped hard.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, cause I think Charlamagne was saying something about it or whatever.
Because it's Drake.
Yeah.
Because it's
Then it
Drake.
didn't flop.
Yeah.
Bro, the
How
public
you flop at number one?
there y'all go. The public opinion was the song wasn't all that, bro.
I think
That doesn't matter if it went number one. It
Well, I
didn't
think
go
everybody
up.
listened to it because it was the first single, but the response wasn't that
Yeah.
great.
Then it didn't flop.
But Mike,
that is a flop.
I get what you're saying, Mike. I get what you're saying.
The motherfucker made his money, didn't he?
Go ahead, B.
Shout out to Conductor Williams because he did his thing on 8 a.m.
yes, he did.
That song was dope.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
I
That's the
was-
Drake I
And
like.
that's the one I saw
Yeah.
people making fun of. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? This is
What
good.
they say about that?
Kid.
It's the kid?
I think they were making
Oh,
fun of him.
Adonis's verse at the end.
Oh.
I mean, shit, it was better than Party in
No, he didn't rap on that.
That
He
was,
didn't rap on that.
um,
He didn't rap on
Kim
that.
said that.
Was that Daylight? He left on
I think
Daylight.
the
said the
video.
kid.
The video. He was
He was
Adonis
talking about
in
his
the video.
drawing on the video. Yeah.
But I thought that was dope though, because he used that for the artwork and everything.
Yeah, he did.
So is this a dog?
Okay.
Supposed
I don't-
He said it was a
He
goat.
said that's Drake.
It's a goat.
He said it's Drake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said
That's
it's
a
Drake.
goat.
Yeah, that's what
I
he
like
said.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, I
he
thought
said.
that was a.
It's really
I
cool.
thought
Like,
that
yeah,
was a
daddy-
dog.
daddy's-
Yeah, it's cool if it's a goat.
Daddy's the goat.
Or,
whatever.
It's
or
endearing.
a deer.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
We didn't play that.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't play
I know.
that.
Well, I mean, yeah, because he had that song when he said, she says she vegan, but she
vegan.
eating the goat.
Yeah.
I like that line. I'm going to use that one.
What about the?
I'm going to use it,
What
kid.
about the, I get so many checks? Czechoslovakian.
Why you hating,
You like
man?
that one?
And he
What, when
said,
me and you go somewhere, we can't be
Yugoslavia?
Yugoslavia? But see, here's the thing. You take those two really bad bars out, the rest of the song was good. Y'all, that's what people do. We gonna pick the worst
Yeah,
bars
for
out of
sure.
an album and make fun of the worst bars. And
it's
but we
approach to
also
the
talk about like there were some good bars on this album.
It was.
I mean, I've never defended a Drake album.
You
in my
have
life.
not.
Until now.
This one wasn't bad. I don't think this one was that bad.
Yeah.
It was annoyingly long, and there were some songs I thought were garbage, but I got the point.
So
I
it's
can
not
skip
that
over
bad.
those. I don't think it was that bad.
Is
I
it
really
good?
don't. I don't think I would say it's good because I'm not going to return to it. I'm not a Drake fan.
That's what I was gonna ask.
But he rapped well. He had nice flows, and there were beats on here that I thought he sounded really good.
Somebody said there was a theme for this album.
Something about shit.
dogs?
You would have to ask me, bro. Because I didn't commit it to memory. Because I.
Dogs
It's
out.
about the up and downs of a relationship.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But where's the ups?
There's a lot of down on here.
There's a lot of downs.
downs.
It's
I didn't hear no ups.
Hour
Yeah.
20.
I guess the
20 minutes
ups are
down.
like the things that happen in the relationship.
I think it was just talking about when he was just fucking it.
I think
Because
we had our ups.
But Mod is like real talk. Like this didn't sound like a lot of ups. You know, like this sounded like the like a man scoring.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like Take Care to a degree, but Take Care had a lot more ups. It had a lot
for
more
sure.
highs. This is primarily lows.
But don't nobody want to hear Happy Drake. Sad Drake is what sell the
I
records.
wouldn't mind hearing Happy Drake.
Drake had some
Just out of
choice on
curiosity.
Take Care, bro.
He did.
Yo, Drake had some funny shit. He's like, I don't like what you did on them trips. I don't like what you did to your lips. Did y'all
You see, Mike, this is what this is what I was saying. When I be rapping bars like that, you be looking at me just like how you looked at him.
But it was intentionally. It was intentional because it was like part of the hook. No, it was part of the hook. It was like on the hook. I think that was an intentional hook.
Okay,
he was
so
trying to be.
intentional. I'm gonna find it.
He was trying to. Yeah, I'm
Hold on.
telling you.
What's the song with Party Next Door?
Oh, was it moments or something?
It's
Members
love.
only.
I think that's-
Members only.
No, no, it's like
I
that
can't
Santa.
wait. I can't wait for September because next month is going down like timber.
Bruh.
That was on purpose.
Is that
I didn't say that.
Hey, wait,
I'm
hold on. Mike, is that when he found out that July?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
you lie. It's
Yeah.
like you lie.
We got it.
Oh,
We got it.
Hey, Rod trying to.
I thought y'all did.
He was about to break it down, boy.
That's the issue.
So you're saying you didn't like that?
I'm saying I can't believe he even wrote that shit.
I'm surprised you thought it was good.
Recorded
It's,
that.
it's fine. It's like what you were saying earlier. I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I think Drake relies a lot on the production to kind of let you just go along with the wave. Cause some of these bars is like, all right, bro. If it's acapella, this is
Wait,
garbage.
there was another one I liked.
We not hating.
Oh,
because
we didn't talk about what would Pluto do.
Oh, that was my
That
shit.
beat was hard as fuck, and those melodies were really nice.
In totality, right? Myke, you said that this is your favorite Drake album
I mean, it has the most songs
that you like.
that I didn't hate.
Gotcha.
There were. It has the most songs. Honest, it has the most songs where I was like,
It's a backwards
that
compliment,
sounds
but I feel
fucking
you.
good.
I
No,
feel
I think Drake sounded legitimately good on a few of these songs.
Okay.
but I don't have any reason to return to them.
No, I feel you.
know?
For me, like on some of this singing songy ones, especially like Slime on You, his tonality, not that he sounded bad from a singing perspective, but his tone doesn't match that.
You know what, Ralph? What's interesting about this project is I've been saying for the longest time I want just an R&B Drake album.
Mm-hmm.
But after hearing some of these songs, I'm like, nah, first person shooter, I like him rapping. Daylight, Fear of Heights, I like him rapping. 8 a.m. in Charlotte, I like him rapping.
You might have to go back to some of the
Nah,
other
I
ones.
don't need to go back.
Because he, in my opinion, he has songs that he's rapping that are on this level or better.
But I like those hype beats where he's rapping. But
I feel you.
You know.
And that's new for him. That's new.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Sounds
Ken,
like the worse he gets, the more you like him, Mike.
damn.
Ken, so how you feeling overall about this?
Nah, I wasn't feeling it. I think it was way too long. It definitely sounded like, I don't know, man. He just didn't put forth effort.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's just like,
been lackluster
and a lot
for
of
a
that with definitely with the lyrics. Some of these lyrics, like on my first listen, I'm like, man, did he really just say that? And normally I wouldn't catch that stuff on the first listen like that, but it just stood out. It was just I don't know, man. It was a piss poor effort. But there were beats on here I like. There were songs on here that I like. I think overall as a project, it's just not it.
It's been a minute for me that I could press play on a Drake album beginning to end. This one is not that, but there are songs that I really like on here that I would move to like a personal playlist and stuff like that that I like, that I will revisit. But from a totality perspective, nah, I'm a pass on this, especially with 23 songs. It's too much. It's too much mediocrity in it. You know what I'm saying? He definitely has some moments, but it's just too much mediocrity for me.
I liked it. I don't agree with what most of y'all are saying so far, but I think
So
again.
is this a top 5 Drake album for you?
Nick question.
Y'all did.
You know how I feel about
did.
I only consider top 3 joints. I don't go to 5 with Drake.
Okay, so far.
So this is not that. This
so
is
it's
not
not
that.
top
It's
3.
not
Okay.
that. It's not that. But it's still good. It's still good. Not every album's gonna have to be great. But
And
I
you're
think
going back to this? You're revisiting it?
yeah, I'll revisit it for the next few months and then move on afterwards. But I mean, he make McDonald's music. You know, McDonald's is good. It's a big
Over $1 billion
brand.
served.
Yeah, but then you
I
just
feel you.
it's not always gonna give you that quality. But he definitely has a lot of tracks that I like, and I think for the break that he's about to go on, this is a good place to stop.
What about you, Modest?
This man said he makes McDonald's music.
It
He
is.
said over 1 million served.
That's fucking
Billion.
Which
crazy. Drake gonna see about you, bro.
He's got a big brand.
Like I said, it takes me a minute to get into a Drake album. I'm kind of with this side of the room. Well, Ken a little bit, and I guess you on first listen. But the more I listen to it, man, the more I accept what it is. You know what I'm saying? The more I can grasp the, huh?
How the hell you with
He
them?
was with us early.
But you left them quick.
Yeah.
I'm like this with every Drake album.
So it's the second time you came back around, it grew on you?
No, I took a couple more times than that. But I mean, months later, I'll like a Drake album a lot more.
How many times you listen to this?
No, a few times. Man, look, I went to the concert, so like,
I'm
you
just
know, I
talking
like
about
Drake.
the time.
He always trying to stun on us, bro. I swear.
Talking about a Drake concert. I went to the concert.
I'm not
I went to the
staying.
concert.
I'm not staying. Just for the record, for anybody new that's watching this, I'm not trying to stay. But no, man, I thought it was fine, man. I thought lyrics were fine. I mean, it's Drake. I like some of the corny lyrics that he has, and I've said this plenty of times. I like that he does that. I like that he's vulnerable. I like that, you know, he's not afraid to say stuff that y'all might find corny or that I might even find corny. I think it's hilarious. Like some of the shit he says, I think it's funny.
But he's not making it to be funny.
I think he does sometimes.
Hell no.
Sometimes he does.
I think he
Nah,
does.
not the shit that we were talking about. Nah.
Maybe not some of the stuff y'all talking about, but I think a lot of the times he's saying stuff on purpose. Drake's an
the
actor.
Yugoslavian stuff.
He's
yes.
an actor. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows he's intentionally doing certain things. Like him putting the clips in his head on the video, little colored clips. Like he does that shit on purpose, man.
he talking
Yeah, I
about?
don't know.
He stole that from Smino?
That's all his time.
But he knows,
Right.
he knows people are gonna say something about that type of
he
stuff.
bites everybody's stuff.
Oh,
I'm not
Smino did
surprised.
that?
That might be intentional, but some of these whack ass bars are not intentional.
My point is that if he does that type of stuff intentionally, I don't put it past that some of these bars aren't intentional.
If he look like he a goofy, he probably do goofy shit. That's what he's saying.
I didn't say that.
that's what it sounds like.
I'm not shooting
The
Bell.
most Bailey
This
you
is
could
this
possibly
is this
shoot
is not
somebody.
new. Go back and watch all the Drake reviews. This
That
is
you've been
no
saying
new
he's
tea.
been putting whack ass bars on purpose.
I'm not saying they're whack. I'm just saying that
corny.
they are. Some of the bars are corny. I think they're purposely corny.
That man moonwalk, boy.
Shaw did.
BZ.
That's funny.
430.
Y'all crazy.
I know you.
I ain't say shit to them.
You know what I'm saying?
I let them live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be on my Drake shit in a minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make diss records about all the motherfuckers.
Please don't say it.
I know I won't return to it. I mean, Drake, at this point, Drake been in cruise control for the last 5 albums or whatever. Really, he's just been in cruise control. You know, he's gonna go number one. He's gonna sell a lot of records. Everyone is gonna still listen to Drake. So him falling off or whatever, regardless of what people think of the album, it's still Drake. He's still gonna do what he's gonna do.
Yep.
So I mean, just me personally, I won't go back and listen to it. I just make my own little playlist of timestamp songs. The 5 a.m. in Dallas, the autumn joints, the 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Like those are joints that I like. So I just make my Drake list, my EP of those. So that's about it. But this album, I mean, I'm not gonna return to it like that, except for like about 4 songs. That's about it.
That's what's up.
That Rich Baby Daddy, you definitely gonna have that.
No.
on your playlist. That's the one that be low. He gonna listen to the car.
Ass for Drake. Let's shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me.
And he said, your baby daddy put 1,000 on my head. I put 100,000 on
I
yours.
don't know, B. I don't know what this is.
Hey, B, you hear TZ touchdown? Tizo touchdown
Tizo.
hit that note, bro, didn't he?
That shit sounded horrible.
He is
What are you talking about?
God awful.
I was like, who is this?
Y'all like, don't like
and I
touchdown
thought it was
Tizo.
Party Next Door. I'm like, I'm like,
He said,
ooh.
y'all hear that TZ?
I'm
Tizo
like-
touchdown.
I'm like, who is this?
Yeah,
You don't wanna hear him,
cat.
bro.
He a new
God.
cat. You see how we feel about this particular project. You already know the comment section is always the review after the review. How do y'all feel? Because this is definitely a polarizing project out in hip hop right now. So let us know. Is this a Drake classic? Is this a Drake dud? Is it somewhere in between? Go crazy in the comment section. Like it. Send it to somebody. Let's see if we agree or do we disagree. We out. Peace.